Hi there, Jason Tate here, head coach of Southwest Swim. In the endless pool this morning and just working on Tuesday's session. And I just thought I'd give you some tips because we're going to work on breathing and snorkel use in the session next Tuesday when it's released. But I thought I'd release something a little bit earlier so you can have a play around with it over the weekend. And that's all based around snorkel and breathing, and especially in a tethered pool. Now in a tethered pool, you might notice your breathing is being strained and different. And that is mainly because you're likely, if we filmed you and had a look at you, breathing a lot higher than you would be in a normal pool or an open water or even endless pool environment. And the reason being, you're not creating the bow wave that's pushing that water away in front of your head and creating that air pocket to breathe into when we breathe. So normally in swimming, our head position should be nice and stable and be able to create this bow wave. So we've got something to breathe into, and the water would be shaped effectively like this. And we're aiming all the time to try and get as close to one goggle in, one goggle out as possible. So in your tethered pool, you haven't got that bow wave, you're likely to be breathing quite high. Now, a lot of people are choosing to buy a snorkel, which is fantastic. A center snorkel is the most underrated bit of swimming kit, in my opinion, that you can possibly buy. You know, they're great for doing drills such as sculling drills, kick drills. They're also great for really focusing on your catch. Now the danger is if you overuse that snorkel and use it all the time without fail, you're likely going to lose a little bit of feel for the water in terms of rotation into the breath. So you're going to flatten out basically. So there's three mechanisms we can use in the tethered pool and we use in our endless pool environment as well for developing a swimmer's breathing. So what we're going to do first of all is that first method. So this is just really for the tethered pool user. We are going to just breathe normally, and you'll likely find that you're breathing too high, okay? The second method is exchanging that breathing for breathing through the snorkel. When you breathe through the snorkel though, still breathe in on your regular breath. So if you're breathing every third stroke, that's where you breathe in. Don't fall into the trick of just breathing willy-nilly basically on there. But our third thing, which is going to be really useful for you and your endless pool, sorry, not endless pool, in your tethered pool system specifically, is going to be using the snorkel combined with rotating into the breath. So I'm going to do a demo for you now. And if you watch my breathing position, what I'm going to try and do, hopefully, is just keep one goggle out of the water, but I'll still be breathing in through my snorkel. So there's a couple of things to be careful of here. If you're using a snorkel and you over-rotate too much into your breath, the tip's going to go into the water, okay? And you'll breathe in water. So that's one thing to be aware of. The second thing is you can experience water going up your nose. If you're using a nose clip, not a problem. If you're not using a nose clip, as soon as our head's in the water, we should always be breathing out when our head's in the water anyway. But as soon as your head goes back into the water, what you want to do is breathe out through your nose, and that will clear it, hopefully. If you suffer from this a lot, what you want to be doing is basically doing short bursts of this. But mixing all three of these into your tethered pool sessions is a fantastic way of just making sure when we come out and you're swimming in normal pools and lakes that your breathing technique hasn't gone too far one way or too far the other. So you're not too flat and you're not too high. Okay, so this is a really good drill to do. I'm going to be using an Amio Power Breather snorkel, which is a little bit better for this drill. My go-to snorkels are this one and a Finnish Stability snorkel. So the Finnish Stability snorkel is fairly new, but it's absolutely fantastic bit of kit. So if you're looking to buy a snorkel, that's the one I'd recommend. Okay, so let's turn the endless pool on and see if we can demonstrate this for you. Okay, let's get it done. So, hopefully that came through okay. I was trying to breathe every 2, or every 4. Excuse me, trying to breathe every 2 or 4 just towards the camera, so you'd get a view of that. And I'm hoping that my head was all right and pretty good. But yeah, you want to try and get one goggle in, one goggle out, or as close to that as you can without sucking in water. So I hope that little tip's been useful. Play with it over the weekend and let me know how you get on. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.